Hi, my name is Miguel CH. You might know me for YouTube because look at you, you're watching my video. So, here's the story of RGB Software. RGB Software is the first and the only, well, not the only attempt, but the only currently game studio slash development studio that I made all the way back in March 2021 or early 2021, whatever you want to prefer to. And I'm gonna tell you the story about it because I pretended we were a company and I had other game developers, even though I was the only one working in these. I know many people, you know, have something like that in their childhood. So let's get right into it. Starting off, so I would say game first, but I wanna go to the first thing I've ever made, which is RGB editor, which was previously named as Notepad in .bat. During this time, I was really into batch programming, where the echo stuff and like this stuff. It's a very good. It's not a programming language. It's been around since like MS DOS, but like. So, anyways, it's basically a simple text editor. I'm not gonna show you footage of it, but anyways. So the first actual game I made under the RGB software name is Stick Guy Dies. Wow, I made that up because Jesus Christ, I was creative back then. Because now I can't even think of how to make another game. So, as you can see here, I don't know if I'm gonna show footage. This game has been discontinued by RGB Games. To see all SGD animations, please go to the new animation app, which I'll talk about later. So, Stick Guy Die was the first ever game I made under, again, the RGB software name. It was basically just clicking and seeing how the stickman will die. Yeah, very basic. It was like Flash, but I would like to also mention the editor I'm using for all of these games I'm about to pronounce to you, because except for the later ones that I'll be mentioning. Wick Editor. So Wick Editor is a free open source tool for creating games, animations, and everything in between. That is from the website itself. You can check it out in the description below. Please support them because this is the game editor I have been using for all of these games, again excluding the ones that I'll be mentioning later. So yeah, Stick Guy Die was made with this, and it was in a 480p resolution, as you can see here. So it looked like real shit, but it looks like an old Flash game someone made in 2009. But oh well. So without further ado, I'm gonna tell you. I have updated this game a few bit, but otherwise I ended it in around May of 2021. Let's read this dev post over here. I have been developing this game, but I only updated 2 times. I have many ideas and collab with them. Unfortunately, it's being discontinued. Please see your info if you want to see and watch SGD animations. We would like to thank ours currently on YouTube for browsers, so stay tuned. Animation, how animation is the new blah blah blah. All of this is weird for me. I do remember making these. I do remember me typing, although it was in a different computer. I'm pretty sure. I guess I was using this exact computer I'm using right now, but not the exact keyboard. I had like a 100% keyboard before this. I had like a numpad on the side. Now I have a 65% keyboard, which I think I bought early 2022. So it's not correlation to this. And animation will be shut down. But you can play Stick Guy Dies Legacy and the sequel, which I worked on in September 21st, actually, one day after my birthday, which I think I turned 11 years old. The sequel for Stick Guy Dies is here. Earth Blows Up. Now we'll talk about that later because we're going to do this date by date, alright? So, I don't know about the date by date thing because I can't really, but I'm gonna try my best. So this was made in March. March, April, May. Okay, so 3 months after Stick Guy Die, the first, it was bad, but it was good at the same time. Hackerman is is a text story based game by RGB Software, and this was made for the DOS game Spring Jam, which I don't know what jam is that, to be honest with you. So yeah, I made this for this jam. I think I saw it and I was like, I'm gonna make an original game for it. And that's how Hackerman came in. So Hackerman is a text game, a text adventure game. So you have to click options in text to see if you have to, for example, you have to, do you want to choose a gun or a crossbow, something like that. So the game, I'm gonna show you a little bit of gameplay footage here. But the game is basically like that. There you can choose some options. One of them is wrong, one of them is right. It's RNG, wherever you choose what you think is the correct answer. If it's wrong, then it's wrong. I'm very sorry, but that's pretty much it. I actually used to promote this on my YouTube channel. On this exact YouTube channel. Here's the Hackerman Level 3 trailer over here. Yeah, it was just an early screenshot of me in Wick doing it, updating it. So yeah, so I made it. Actually, I think this is the game I had the most, I have updated the most. So we are introducing Hackerman. So let's start with this. After 1 month of planning and 2 weeks of development, I introduce you to our new major game, Hackerman, or Hackerman, which I'll go with the Hackerman. This is a game that lets you choose where to go, what to do, and when. RGB projects update, yeah. And I was working on ours, which we'll talk about after this, alright? It's technically not a game, but it's a software that I want to talk about because it's part of RGB Software history. So we got version 1.1 bug fix. As you can see, fix the retry button. You can then select run, blah blah blah. Then we have May 12. We found the bug. Yeah, so there was in the wiki editor there was like problems with the bugs, but yeah, version 1.022 bug fix. Well, level 2 is out, version 1.1. This is the major update, level 3. Yep. Twitch dev streams. I don't know when I tried to do that. I don't think I've ever streamed a dev stream. Let's add that in quotation marks, guys. On Twitch before. I don't remember. But it says here in the devlog. So I mean, it right by me, my 11-year-old me. If I had to talk to my 11-year-old me, I would say, kid, continue to be creative until the next 5 years, because currently in this timeline I am not creative, but later I will announce on what I'm going to do with RGB Software, because I am going to be opening it back again and making new games. So there we go. We got version 1.1, then version 1 Newgrounds version no longer supported, level 3 is in development. We have the roadmap. I made a roadmap for this studio. I introducing level 3, the return, level 4, and then Hackerman 2 is really coming soon. Play the final level, the roadmap, version 1.3.1. I'm gonna talk about this one because although it might seem like a normal bug fix update, this is the first time I actually felt like I actually did some work. I've actually fixed the bugs in this update. Like for example, fix the button collisions. Hopefully the last fix play level 3 button after. This is an actual bug fix that I actually did. I remember doing it and it took a long time, but I was able to publish it. And I was like, God damn, is this what developers have to go through? So yeah, bug fix. So one thing you need to remember for game development is that although, for example, this game sucks, the developers have been working hard on it, unless it's an intentional cash grab of a game. Alright, so moving on, we're gonna talk about Iris. Alright, this will be one of the last before we go talk about my plans, because currently my Audacity recording, it's already 9 minutes. Would you look at that? I need to be faster. So before ChatGPT, I had Iris. Alright, Iris, also known as the Automated Response Interpretation System, which I just made up, is a smart robot that can answer your questions and make jokes for you. My friends, I made ChatGPT before it even existed. Explosion is sound effect, please. Thank you, Miguel editor. Alright, so Iris I made, it's a batch program. Yep. So this is one of the last batch programs I ever made. And basically would let's add this again in quotation marks, answer your questions like an AI, even though this was fake AI. There were pre-made choices. You have to type them in a specific way. Alright, you can't just type how much is a hot dog today? If you type that in this program, it wouldn't know what to answer, because it was all of the choices there is preloaded. like if there was one of the questions in the, like, let's just say this like a metadata, for example, do you love do you like, for example, do you hate Alexa, like on one of the, for example, one of the in RS commands, um it is going to say an answer that I wrote, not the AI. There's no AI that automatically writes this stuff. I had to make a metadata for all of the questions, but you know, I mean, some of my friends were impressed. I made a RS demo, this one, on the Extras channel, which is now unlisted. If we check, I'm gonna check this. I don't know about you if there's gonna be footage. I think Miguel will be here. We go. We have Davin, who has now 3.3 thousand subscribers. Said nice. And then, how did you make this? By JT. Davin does stuff. Says how you create a question answering AI. So yeah, good memories. So yeah, it's pretty cool for me at the time. But yeah, we also have an archives folder. So, and then a few more years, I made more games for RGB Software. Well, I'll just list them. Source Playground Beta 4 is like it's a Half-Life 2 map that you can install on Half-Life 2. It's not a mod; it's just a map. Like, you know, you want to add CSGO maps from the workshop, except this one you have to install through the BSP file, which is the map file. You have to put it in the maps folder to load it. So it's basically a spawner map. It's like before they added the spawn menu in Gmod. Yeah, this is what Source Playground Beta for it. So it's free, even though you can install older versions of Gmod for free as well. But you know, many people. This is Source Playground Beta 4 is the most downloaded game slash mod slash map, whatever you want to call it, that I have made. If we I'm gonna check the analytics here. If it lets me, please itch.io work for me. There is over 1,519 downloads in the itch.io, and I also published this in Game Banana, which also became popular. There are over 900 downloads, and for the views, there's 7,400. This is the most viewed creation I have in Game Banana. I'm sorry if I'm cutting down a little bit. Sometimes I just need to process on what I'm saying. If no, currently, like I'm currently talking, I can make up words. So yeah, we have other games. I made some other games for some other game jams. For example, The Hunt for Amelia for the Scream Jam. An aim game I don't think I made this for one jam. I just submitted it into other jams, because I like submitting it in jams. It makes it gains traction if you put it in a jam. Your games in itch.io. You have CSGO, but it's gambling only. This is mainly Wick. It's like a gambling simulator for CSGO. Again, it's CSGO, but it's gambling only. Okay. So yeah, we have Roblox My Spaces. This is like a Roblox game that I made that I turned into just a standalone game. You know, that didn't work out so well. We have 8-Ball. This one is more like a program. You know, if you press it, it will tell you, and it will say, for example, yes or no or fuck you. So yeah. The last program I ever made in this I think it was Prank Master over here, which is currently in brackets, work in progress. So yeah, I never really continued on this one because I made a terrible decision by, let's just say, how do I make a terrible decision? Rebranding the RGB Software logos, which by the way, the new one sucks. So I currently have it reverted to the old ASCII text type of RGB. Like the RGB on the RGB logo is currently made out of hashtags, which is the one I made in batch. I like that one. So yeah, I like the RGB Software logo currently. It's iconic for me. I don't know for anyone else. There's like 13 followers only for my HDIO account, but they probably follow because of one of the projects. I haven't checked the other one, but yeah. So, alright. It's been 15 minutes. I'm gonna finally talk about it. I am relaunching RGB Software. One of the first things I'll probably do is make a new game, alright? I haven't made a new game since, well, we don't count Prank Master, so I'm gonna try to find here. I guess it's aim game. No, Roblox MySpaces. God damn it, I can't even find out which is. Oh wait, no, okay. I think it was this one. Yes, this one. So this is Maze PowerPoint edition. So Maze is a series I've made. So there's Maze 1 and 2. Those two were made in Wake. This one was of course made in PowerPoint, and it's like a, avoid your cursor. You have to go through obstacles and not hit the objects and stuff like that. So yeah. So yeah. So this is a Microsoft PowerPoint, just PPTX. So yeah. I think this is the last one. This was made in June of 2022, if I'm correct. And so it's been around June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 10 months since I last made a game, which is very surprising. Because I thought it would be more like almost a 1 year now, or even 2 years. I don't really remember making games anymore because if I have it in front, but if you go to the Miguel's Game Stage at HJO, link in the description below, it would say Miguel's Game Stage since then had dream of making a new indie game for once. He tried joining jams, didn't work. Every time he opened Wiki Editor to work on something, he would just scrap it like throwing it in the bin because I don't know. Alright, every time I try to make something in Wiki, I suck. So I plan on this YouTube channel making a devlog video. Like, all of these popular YouTube developer like Danny and like the other like Polymars, like all of those dev YouTubers. I'm gonna try to copy them, cause why not? So yes, I will be making a new game and some remasters of other games. I'm only going to tell you one game, which is Source Playground. I want to make a beta 5. The last update was beta 4. I wasn't able to update it anymore because the map file for Source Playground beta 4 is just a mess. I tried to add like physics walls and stuff like that just to level it up and add more props, of course. But I was never really able to finish beta 5. I had work on it, but I had never finished it and released to the public. Beta 4 is the latest and only one. So yeah. So that's going to wrap it up. It might be this April. And also, no, this is not an April Fool's joke. I will be actually making remasters and new games. So yeah. This has been this whole RGB software thing is my only I think this is the one thing I did before I started uploading back to YouTube, like more daily, when I started the daily grind. Cause during 2021, I don't think I even uploaded a single video, like maybe 3 videos, and that's about it because I had a burnout. But now I just don't really care anymore. I can do 2 things at once. If not, then I had to stop once, and it would be probably game dev. Alright, I want to focus on YouTube more. Alright, so yeah. So yeah, if you want to check out the page, see all of the games I made over the past 2/1/2 years, you can check out the h.io page down in the description below. But until then, ladies and gents, see you on the next one. Good night.